left. Well, there's going to be like 40, Lupo.
Very different. And like you said, these competitive lobbies, if you're looking
God, when Ben just looks into my eyes.
These are the kind of matches to watch. You're going to see people changing their trajectory depending on who's going to be around them. Rotations for these are incredibly important, and players know, which means it's going to come down to who makes a mistake first.
Goodness. Look at the ramp block on
Aydan.
the Crunch. He blocks the rocket. It damages Crunch.
Aydan, this kid is proof alone.
Aydan still
that
in a
you
good
can do anything on a controller.
Still alive.
If you're good enough, you put the practice in.
The two kings of Tilted that we've seen so far this week.
It does make me wonder. We've seen players analyze each other's gameplay. Aydan most likely very aware that NICKMERCS goes to, I'm going to be honest, the same building almost every single time. Do you think he's purposely avoiding an engagement if possible?
Listen, Aydan's gone basically everywhere around there, but in the engagement feed, Emad just took down Tempo from last night phase. Of the 4 games.
Oh, Tyler died already.
Phase 1, 3 of them. This was actually Tyler's in an engagement with Painful PvP, and right now Painful looks like he had all the advantage, and yeah, he did. Tyler's down early. Our kind of outspoken player from yesterday.
He took the mic from Zeke too many times.
Here early in game 1.
Now there's still 5 games left for these players, even after this one has been completed. So a bad game or two, it doesn't spell the end.
Is this Nick versus Aydan? Is this Nick versus Aydan?
Shot
oh
to
my
NICKMERCS
God,
goes down.
dude.
Aydan says, "Welcome to Tilted."
And there,
Oh
my Aydan!
I gotta say it, hi Twitter.
That
honestly.
right there, folks, is what it's all about. Aydan knowing the reputation of NICKMERCS. Nick now seeing a new controller player trying to claim his Tilted area. And well, I feel like that's a battle we're gonna see a lot today, Lupo.
Psalm building up against, I believe it is it Levake here up in the sky. A lot of layers here, and there's a kind of a third player potentially entering, maybe 3 or 4. They're very exposed right here. I'm surprised. I'm surprised no one has begun shooting down the structure here. It looked like it was built extremely vertically. They're kind of exposed.
Yep.
Psalm's got to be very careful that it doesn't look like he has a bounce pad. I would expect him to kind of have it out. Aydan back.
Bro, Aydan, this kid's a freak, dude.
Just claimed Tilted Towers as his own. Takes out.
Ladies and
gentlemen.
Pop a mini. There are about 15 players at least who have won a limit in this game. Aydan, the only one at 3, has earned our first point today. Aydan continues his tear as he has claimed Tilted Towers. We said 4 people landed there at the start of this game. Everyone was eliminated by Aydan as he's now at 3.
Style matters, but the points are everything, Courage. Unicorn, Sakairos, very small. They're 2 floors away from each other. This is Aydan's 4th elimination earlier. A rotation in and lasers.
Dude.
Absolutely lasers. That gold AR is incredibly powerful. A Chap building up here. It did look like Aydan picked up a Chug Jug right as he cut away, which means he's full health, full shield, ready for the next engagement. He's still safe inside the zone, but Chap here just on the west side of Dusty Divot, stuck in a 1v1, but we've seen Chap build. We've seen Chap take advantage of height and all of the structure here that he has ownership of, and we're going to watch players still continue to do that. They're going to break out anything they can. Take ownership of it. He puts the pyramid up to block any push. The player underneath just trying to keep Chap away. And I'm going to be honest with you, Courage. A player like Chap, I don't think that's necessarily going to work.
No.
Chap is going to look for an angle, the weak spot in his players, the way that they're developing this strategy against him. He's going to take advantage of it. I almost expect at this point maybe a drop down, a knockout, and Chap to go just for a shot in mid-air. He's got dualies as well.
United's Jack just knocked out Liquid Poach from this first game. So Poach eliminated with about 61 players left. This is by far the slowest game we've had to this point this week. How many people are still in play? Here goes the battle. Chap versus this enemy inside Dusty Divot. Both players getting hit heavy, and Kayun.
This guy is
Chap
good.
falls right on into the window, and well, Kayun's shotgun wins that engagement there. Both
players, it looked like we're going for the floor replacement. Kayun got it and dropped Chap in. Now the rift to go, typically not necessarily taken by your opponent, but Dremon says, you can't get away from me. He's going to drop down.
He also had the zone pushing.
Fly in. Yeah.
He had the zone there as well. Might as well just go ahead and skirt on out of there. Tilted Towers looks like it will soon be the only thing in play. And folks, Aydan has 10 minis and a Chug Jug. Could not ask for more shield healing. He's near maxed on each type of material. gold heavy shot.
He can win that game.
Gold legendary assault rifle. The legendary assault rifle, sorry. I mean, this man is set up for success here.
Lavic rotating around the outside, drops on the outside. Looks like Sakairos didn't see, just took out, I believe, Liquid Chap before that. That is a stack of eliminations to be proud of right there.
Aydan might win this tournament, dude. How aggressive he's playing.
Aydan with 5. That's 3 players currently with points. Aydan having 2. The others 1 apiece. Looks like Aydan has a player on the inside in here trying to take ownership of the wall so he can get the edit off. They're just holding on tight. He's going to have to rotate around, potentially on top, or push up the stairs. Change the angle of engagement. Pro players are typically very aware, these highly competitive players, very aware of appropriate times to disengage and get it up another angle. But Aydan gets dropped out from underneath his opponent, just lasering down any structure he's got. The AR shot's not as fast as an SMG, but it's enough to take structure out. Aydan's only building 1 layer at a time. The third party from behind, maybe tunnel visioning on the opponent that was in front of him, just pushing, losing track of the fact that somebody else was watching. There are other players there.
He's gonna chug jug for 50.
For those little towers.
He's playing for having as much health as possible for the next fight. Gonna chug jug here for the extra 50 shield, as there's a ton of fights going on around him. That was Boyer who just cut down Cease. You got Lanane from Envy down there in the river. Does Aydan continue this aggressive play? Looks like he will. He wants this right away, Lupo.
Tyler's even analyzed it earlier in the interview.
United's Jack just got his 4th eliminate of the game as he's looking to catch up to Aydan. Aydan was eliminated.
Oh, Kutrain just sniped Jumpman, dude. Jumpman had so many mats, too.
We've now got 5 players with a point.
Jumpman had 2 launch pads, too, man. What are you doing? Don't show this.
Players fighting earlier on, Lupo and Shifty.
This kind of shows just how
they both fell.
Don't stick the landing on the way in. This kind of shows how players are.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You see in the feed, Jumpman eliminating Aydan. At least
he hit his head
went down to
on a tree and was knocked down. Here's that move we mentioned.
Hysteria and knees on top of one another.
What an
Hysteria got knees.
Zone. Hysteria there. You see the shotgun elimination on the knees. 32 players still remaining.
Hysteria's dead. Great ball.
Typically at this point we're at.
This is
all right.
a good example
of
how high the nerves are here.
He just got a drop.
We have cheers from the crowd here for that one.
He's got remote explosives and a rocket.
That's huge. Against all the players that are playing incredibly slow, they're all built up in structures.
Got 5 kills, though.
Explosives are going to be, I mean, that could be game-changing. He could come away with a bunch of eliminations, even just to knocking structures down with that. And he's going to start pushing up. He's going to get up top of his zone.
Of course, he has his little spaceship.
He owns all of this, too. You see, he's making quick edits on pretty much every piece he's moving through. And this is Hysteria's first elimination thus far today in game 1. An opponent, surprise, falls inside and catches Nice off guard.
You know,
Turner kind of all into that a little bit.
Surprisingly, so many explosives.
He's out of materials. I think he's just got to kind of go for this. That's all of his mats left.
One more elim is a point for Tfue, and he's going to look for one. There's still 10 players that are that have to go down before rank matters for points, which means now
nice laser, dude.
Catches, shrugs off guard through
get those mats, get those mats.
That green drum gun coming in.
No, with the delay.
Tfue going for his 4th elimination.
He's got to move. The zone is there. He's got to move. He's trapped on in. Tfue choking on out. The storm ticking for so much. And there he goes. Tfue out from game 1 as the storm.
Nothing you can do about that, Turner.
You got Nate Hill basically sitting on nothing. No H left.
3 medkits for Morgoth, so you've got to think he's in a good spot if this goes to a heal-off. Uh-oh. Fight about to go down. Morgoth with a shot. There it is.
Chug jug.
We're now in the top 10.
Oh! He got a point, though.
A quick trade.
Trades happening back and forth.
The hype there, that was 3 limbs, and he made it to the top 10. That's 2 points there. Landjock, we mentioned. You can
the winner of this gets $25,000.
Not go for any fights. He's in 6th place with 0 limbs, but he's out of mats. He's full of
to go.
Oh, he just brought 3 people
with them. 3 are on their way down from the top.
Pulling right away.
He's gonna. I think the goal is to try and land as fast as possible.
No, he's gonna rip again. Oh my God! No! Oh. That was almost 200 IQ.
Oh! The shot on Gorilla.
Landjock.
Top 5.
Trades going down. Nate Hill with an elim. Prodigy Aces. Looks like he's got the high ground right now. Only 1 elim to his name. And remember, top 3 earned 2 points. He's made it. 2 points now earned. So many medkits. The storm is pushing on in. This is,
medkit.
I believe, it's going to come down to a heal off right now. Players shooting from above. He doesn't have time to heal. It's Nate Hill, and I don't think Nate has any health left. He's got 1 HP. He's trying to break down. He doesn't have the time. This should be it. He's got 1 extra tick of HP.
Landjock got
There's the victory for Landjock.
Bro.